Whoa. Wow, now this is a pack. Holy cow. How many first picks are in this pack? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe like 5 first picks are in this pack. Whew. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm taking a Moxen. The question is which one? I feel like I honestly think Mox Pearl is just better than Mox Emerald because the green deck already has mana elves, which a lot of the time act like a Mox, where the white deck does not have that. So like, this effect is a lot more unique for white mana, white decks. You can play it in the white aggro deck, you can play it in like white control, whereas like green, you're already ramping. So an extra mana early, I mean, it's really good, but it's less good. So I think I take Mox Pearl. We're gonna wheel something good from this pack, that's for sure, but it like kind of hurts to open a pack like that. I'm really curious what the person we were passing to had. Oh, okay. So we can go a little bit of the artifact route and take Metalworker. We could take Glenalendra, who's just a really good card. And then I guess like Fiery Confluence is the other option. I mean, this is good in mono red. We did open Sulfuric Vortex. So maybe we could try and wheel Sulfuric Vortex and take Fiery Confluence. You know what? I haven't drafted red in a while. Let's try for it. We also have a Moxen, so worst case scenario, we end up like red-white or something. Ooh. Oh, what's better, Armageddon or Rishadan Port? I think I like Rishadan Port more because it can go in either deck, and Armageddon might wheel. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe this is probably just better. Okay. Thanks for talking me back down. Okay, so Sword of Fire and Ice is fine. That's Ashiok, but with Mox Pearl, I really want to go like aggro because that is the best pairing for it, I think. Adanto Vanguard is busted. Lodestone Golem is also busted and lets us stay open to be red or white, whereas this is going to be just good in like white, but this card's really good too. Here's the thing, if we have more Moxen, Lodestone Golem gets better and better, but being a 4-mana play, he is pretty expensive. I think I'm just going to take the better card and take Adanto Vanguard. Turn 1 Vanguard does win a lot of games. Rabblemaster versus Stoneforge Mystic. I honestly think Rabblemaster is just better. I just am not impressed with the swords. I might just like never play the swords. Inspiring Vantage. Daredevil and Monastery Mentor are okay, but if you're trying to be aggressive, you need things that are as good as Goblin Rabblemaster or cheaper. Monastery Mentor is like a very slow Goblin Rabblemaster most of the time, so that it's just not worth doing. Whereas we take Inspiring Vantage, we can end up red-white aggro. Ooh, Jite. Okay, well now I'll play Stoneforge if I get it probably. Bladehold is a bit expensive. Banishing Light is good, but really hard to pass up on Jite. Ooh. Oh, this is a lot of cards I want. Fire Blast is real good in red, but Containment Priest stops so many strategies that I think I have to take it. So here's the real decision. If we don't wheel Sulfuric Vortex, I'm probably just going to move into white. But I really want to draft red-white aggro. First of all, I haven't done it yet. And second of all, it's really fun. Like, yes, okay. Sorry, Fairgrounds Warden. We're in. We're totally in. Wow, Metalworker wheeled? That's interesting. It's between Grim Lavamancer and Spectral Procession. I don't think our mana is going to be good enough for the Procession, so we're just going to take this guy. And we need more mana, like better mana for this deck, because the mana requirements of mono red and mono white are both quite strict. What if we wheel Rishadan Port? That's the only real downside to going 2-color aggro. Like, I don't think this is generally correct. You should like find one and pick it. But splashing Armageddon in red seems fun. Like, even if we cut these. Armageddon, Sulfuric Vortex. Ooh. Oh, we wheeled Rishadan Port. But we also have Runaway Steamkin. Well, our colors are open. Oh, man. I don't think Steamkin is good enough. I think it's kind of win more. I'm going to take the port. Ooh. We got Lodestone back too. Ah. I got to take Kithian, though. It's got to be better than Lodestone here. Just having 1-drops is like really, really good. I don't want to play against this. I'd be quite happy if my opponent had Nicol Bolas in their deck. So Stoneforge did not wheel, I don't think, but that's not too big of a deal. When you only have, like, oh man, I wish I had Lodestone now. This is a good card with Lodestone. Maybe I just take this. Oh, I could take a lightning bolt. Anyway, I completely forgot what I was saying. That's fine. Someone in the comments can remind me and then I'll respond. It's between lightning bolt and mana vault. I kind of like mana vaults because it enables like turn 2 Goblin Rabble Master or like faster Fiery Confluence, and lightning bolt might come around considering how good this pack is. Okay, I'll take it, especially when we're 2 colors. Ooh, Figure of Destiny. That's a good one. Especially in red-white, like no matter what colors we have, we can play this. Passing Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is also good in mono red, but we're doing bigger things. Emrakul. I think I'm gonna take Selfless Spirit. This is not so much a young Powermancer deck yet. And opposition would be kind of funny, but there's no way. We'll take the Spirit. Ooh. Oh wow, this pack is everything. I think I need to take Arid Mesa because we're going to wheel like Legion's Landing, Revoker, or Incinerate, and just having good mana is going to like kind of make the difference in this deck, whether we can cast our spells or not. At the moment, I'm not going to main deck Face Fetters, but so far we've gotten to playable like every single pick, and considering how late like red-white spells went last pack, what? What is this, 4th or 5th pick Strip Mine? No respect. Absolutely no respect. That's absurd. Holy cow. I like Zergo and I like Koth, and I can probably only get one of them. So, what do we want? Maybe Koth Wheels. I think the 1 mana plays are more important, especially because we have Armageddon, and we're playing white and red, so we can play some of the like more expensive white cards in addition to the more expensive red cards. Like, we could potentially play Siege Gang. I would rather actually play Empty the Warrens because like Mox Pearl Empty is kind of funny. Sun Titan Strip Mine is also a combo, but I don't really want to go that big on our mana. I don't really want to play Banefire though. Alright, I'll take a Sun Titan. For some matchups, maybe I bring it in. Ooh, Hezret. Now that is a card. Missing out on nothing. Lightning Bolt Wield, holy cow. Alright, pretty happy about that one. Sometimes you just find the open lane. But I don't understand, what are people taking over Strip Mine for like the first 5 picks? It's good in almost every deck. I have it now, so I can't complain. Wow, and I get a Braid? Sweet. Okay. I think we are the only ones drafting aggro red and aggro white. I wish this was a pod draft so I could like fight against all the people who are drafting dirtily decks, but it's not. So I don't get any of the benefit of like finding all of the aggressive cards. Wow, absolutely open. Firebolt versus Young Powermancer. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just take Firebolt. Killing blockers, wow. Incinerate versus Legion's Landing. I kind of like Legion's Landing as an early play, plus it gives you like late game inevitability. There are a lot of burn spells. Yeah, see? Oh my gosh. We genuinely are the only ones drafting this. That is absurd. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen colors be this open. Oh man. I'm so happy. We have the Armageddon Koth synergy here. Pretty good combo. Needle Spires probably. We're gonna wheel every single card. So like basically we just get the choice like of all the good red and white aggro cards in the next like 8 packs. That seems good to me. I would love to wheel the guy that kills lands, but we don't even need to. Ooh, Sacred Foundry. Alright. That helps our mana quite a bit. Now I feel pretty confident playing Strip Mine Rishadan Port. Now any red or white fetch gets even better. Speaking of which, ooh, okay. We need to make a decision here. I kind of want to take Windswept Heath and try and wheel the Ravages because we got like last pick all these aggro cards and someone could definitely take this fetch. And we need good mana. Like the mana requirements of this deck are very strict. And if we don't get it, that's fine. We have other things. Yeah, I'm going to take the mana first because it's like realistically the only card I could see someone taking. Thraben Inspector, sure. Just take a 1 mana play. I want to wheel the Armageddon, but even if we don't, this deck is kind of awesome. I want Thalia as well. I keep forgetting Thalia's in this. It will, if it's in the packs, we'll definitely get it. Unless someone took it earlier before they were passing all these white cards. But that would be kind of gross as well. Ooh, that's that Goblin Guide. I take that. Lightning Strike will come around, sure. Let me rephrase. Lightning Strike might not come around because people could take burn if they're drafting like Jeskai control or like Grixis. Like you might take a burn spell. But it's likely to. And look at these 1-drops, man. This is what you want to see with an aggro deck. 1-drops, Strip Mine, Rishadan Port, Armageddon. That honestly, that is enough to win a game. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Smuggler's Copter. Oh, and we get to wheel a Leonin Relic Warder? That is gross. So we have like, I think I have to start making cuts. I don't actually know what I want to cut from this deck. They're all good. Maybe Firebolt could be one. Oh my gosh. We might wheel Gideon, but Eidolon of the Great Revel just, whew, that card is dirty. Tanglewire is good. I actually want a lot of cards from this pack, but I'm going to take the 2-drop. Yeah, this deck is kind of busted. It probably would be better if it was more red and less white. Oh, why do they make me decide between my 2 favorite cards here? This one's tough. This one's actually pretty tough. I think I want Wasteland just because of how gross it is with all the rest of the nonsense we have going on, but I love oh, and Swift Spear. I forgot about... Can I just take all of these? I'm not going to wheel any? Oh, I'm going to take the land. I know we have a lot of colorless lands now, but there's no way I'm playing light up the stage, so I'll just take Lyra. Emperor's Shieldbreaker helps us against opponents playing a lot of artifacts. Taiga helps us get double red off of Windswept Heath. Like, let's say we played Sacred Foundry, that lets Windswept Heath get another red source. I kind of like this sideboard more. Oh, Hellrider, I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's good here. That was the loaded pack, I think. What is Karn going that late for? Holy cow. Sure. Goblin Welder. Maybe a sideboard option, you never know. Okay, so we didn't wheel the things, but I think I cut Firebolt. I want to cut another 4 because we have quite a few now. Probably Koth, mostly because it's going to be hard for us to hit mountains. Like, Koth is absurd, but he's a lot better in mono red than he is in like red white. We have 24. I want to play 17 lands because we have Strip Mine, Wasteland, and Port. Do I want Mana Vault? That's the real question, because Mana Vault lets me... Maybe I cut this until I see... I know, cutting Fire Confluence is crazy, but unless I see artifacts, this does do 6 to the face. I could set out Jite until I see creatures. I don't hate that, because Jite is a little bit expensive to like play and equip, and our deck can kill quite quickly anyway, like without it. So we're just gonna do some really dirty things here. Our mana is a little bit suspect, but we're playing more lands. How many white sources do I currently have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Red, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I want to cut a plains for a mountain. Because I have Goblin Guide, Grim Lavamancer. Yeah, I have like just as many red as I have white 1-drops. And then turn 2 Eidolon and turn 3 Sulfuric Vortex are pretty important. But our colored mana is pretty good. I'm effectively playing 18 lands, but we have Strip Mine, Wasteland, and Rishadan Port, which are utility slots. So I don't feel too bad about that. The real question is, how good is Mana Vault actually in this deck? Because it only turbos into some of these 4-drops. And if I cut Mana Vault, I guess it lets me double 2-drop on turn 2. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we're going to run it like that. See you guys round 1. Oh, man. I'm going to say good luck, have fun. Wait, there's HF. There we go. Good luck, have fun. This hand's good. I hope opponent leads with the tapped, like, Creeping Tar Pit. Swamp Thoughtseize. Take Figure? That would be bad. Okay. Well, this hand actually got a lot worse, I will say. But we get to go Needle Spires into Port. Like, this is pretty good. They took Lightning Bolt. They must have removal for Figure or something. That's a weird take, but we're gonna play Figure of Destiny. Next turn I can port if they don't do anything. This probably dies. I'm expecting it to, given what they thought seized, but not the end of the world. Especially if they have to walk into Wasteland eventually. Interesting. So they made no plays on their turn, but they didn't take the Figure. Maybe they're hoping that I waste mana. So I'm going to attack. I'm not going to pump it. I'm just going to hit for 1, and then I'm going to Rish it and port them. If they do kill it in combat, then I'm going to play Needle Spires tapped. Okay. Stop on your upkeep. The fact that they played turn 1 Thoughtseize. What do I tap here? White is more likely to play a blocker, but they played turn 1 Thoughtseize, so black seems more integral. So let's tap white. Yeah, because they're more likely to have backup swamps. Ooh, we get to Wasteland. No! Ah! Well, didn't matter what I tapped, I guess. That hurts. One way to play around Rishon and port. Cast Time Walk. Please don't hit a land drop. Sure. That's not a mana though. So they're on Reanimator, so we can Wasteland the Underground Sea and then tap down the swamp. Baleful Sticks, Frost Titan, Elish Norn. Sure. Wasteland. Which they knew about. Attack for 1. Lock them off of black. This feels dirty, but they missed a land drop last turn too. That's the best part. Nice. Ooh. Eidolon seems really good. So let's play Needle Spires. Attack for 1. Sorry about all that. There's like wind outside my house. It's ridiculously windy. And there's a tree scratching the side of my house. And I can't do anything about it. Because it's a rental. Like I could like cut down the tree if I owned the house. But I don't know how much you guys can hear, but it sounds like a horror movie. Kind of like what's happening to the opponent over here. Even if they reanimate Elish Norn, that's not even that good for them. Also, I think they're probably just dead if I cast Eidolon and then Hellrider. That's not a black mana. Ooh. Okay, so let's play Eidolon pre-combat. Hit for 1. And I know I played Eidolon before playing Mana Vault or whatever, but it's fine. So they're down to 14. We're going to tap down Swamp. If they cast Reanimate, that is going to hit them for a good chunk of damage. And then we can probably just finish the game with like Fiery Confluence. Got blue mana, that's cool. So if I draw a land, I can Mana Vault a Hellrider. Okay, I currently cannot. I can hit them for 4 and that like really locks them out of, they're sending a message here. Oh, I feel bad. Opponent's a fan. This always happens. Every single time I meet a fan, like on here, I'm playing this deck. Let's attack first. I kind of want to go Figure of Destiny, level up, and then play Mana Vault to set up for next turn. I just want to reanimate a card. Oh man. Again, I mean no harm when I do this, but sometimes you just gotta get your opponent, you know? Here we play Mana Vault. We take 2, we don't care too much. Yeah, Mana Vault seems good in this deck. Little do they know we also have Strip Mine. So now I can play Hellrider while still holding up Rishadan Port. Lion's Eye Diamond, okay. Spicy. And now if I draw a red or white source, I have Lethal Burn. What do you have? Unburial Rites, ooh. Okay, they get back Elish Norn, kills my dudes. That's inventive, well played. So they had Exhume Angel of Serenity, Fallen Shinobi. Yeah, this seems like a very good matchup for me. Hazoret. We can just kill them over 2 turns, right? Yeah, Fiery Confluence, their face. And then Lightning Helix, their face. And I guess at this point, I probably want to tap down Swamp. It doesn't really matter. It will not be untapping. Helix them. Sure, I'll do it my draw step. I could have ported. Could have like done some weird stuff with port, but it didn't seem worth it. So they're on Reanimate. Good thing we have Containment Priest. This honestly just feels like an almost unwinnable matchup for the opponent. This is like pretty marginal, but I will keep this because we have good mana. Thraben Inspector can do some things. I'm going to play Sacred Foundry, probably. Opponent mulliganed too. So we get rid of the stop in their main. Yeah, I still play Sacred Foundry untapped. Because we could draw Eidolon turn 2, and I would like to be able to play that. As it currently stands, we're just going to fetch and thin our deck. Uh-oh. Okay, they had a land. Good. I was like, what is Prowler? Okay, so they get to discard something. Selfless Spirit's kind of good. So let's attack. I don't really want to Lightning Bolt that. I don't really have a way to beat Elesh Norn. I don't have like Path to Exile in the deck. So I think I do just play Selfless Spirit rather than crack a clue. And we just hope that they don't have like Fatty in hand plus reanimation spell. Or if they do, that it's, you know, like Frost Titan or something not as good. Doesn't appear to be the case. Ooh, Wasteland is good here. So I kind of want to bolt the Prowler, but I kind of also don't want to bolt the Prowler. Let's crack a clue first. Okay, that makes me want to bolt the Prowler. Crack this for red. Lightning Bolt you. See what's in their hand. Wow, they just didn't discard? Okay, that's good for me. Next turn, I'm probably just going to play Hazoret, even though I know I can't, like, attack with it yet. Unless they play something I can Wasteland. No. JTMS, sure. So Jace can Fate Seal? And Fiery Confluence can no longer hit Planeswalkers, which is kind of important. Okay. 4 mana Brainstorm OP. Yeah, Jace is going down. It does gain them life, so it's 4 mana Brainstorm, gain 3 life. Which honestly in this matchup is not the worst. Kythian, okay. So let's start out by attacking Jace. Let's go Mountain. Fiery Confluence. If I draw like a Moxen, I can do everything next turn, because Hazoret does nothing now. Yeah, let's just go face. They can daze me, but then they're down a land drop. And then next turn I can either go like Hazoret Wasteland or Kythian Hazoret. Actually, yeah. Ooh, Wasteland's good. Buried Alive into Reanimate. Okay. Well, we're assuming Reanimate. But Elesh Norn doesn't do that much because we could just block with Hazoret. Angel of Serenity is almost even worse. And if it's the literal card Reanimate, okay, Exhume. Here we go. Let's make Thraben Inspector indestructible. Okay. Alright, so they have Elesh Norn, they're at 10 life. So I can go Hazoret Wasteland. All these cards that just die. Hazoret currently cannot block. I can play 3 cards from my hand, but I have to have 1 or fewer, so we do just go waste your Underground Sea. But we're going to play around Daze first. So we cast Hazoret, and then we waste. Because this is a pretty good answer to Elesh Norn. And hopefully they don't have Reanimate on Angel of Serenity, because that would be bad. And I'm just going to discard these to hit their face. No! Ah! I don't want them to know about that. Let's go Mountain Pass. Alright. Opponent's doing the good things here. They're at 8 life, and I already cast a Fiery Confluence. We'll see what happens here, but I'm probably just dead. I don't want them to know I don't have an answer. Frost Titan. Alright, that's gonna do it. Okay, game 3. We're on the play, which is probably just enough on its own. I didn't see any artifacts, so let's just run it back. Let's go first. Wasteland, Port, Mana Vault. Yep. Unfortunately, all of our white enters tapped, but I can go Needlespire's go, and then I can Rishadan port them, or Wasteland and play Kythian. Either one is good. Ooh, that's good for me. They're probably trying to protect their black mana, but this is super dirty. And then we get to play Port plus Kythian. Ah, they're gonna go that route. Okay. Ooh, a Braid is good. I don't want them to know about Port. I'm just going to attack with Kythian. Let's go Mountain Smuggler's Copter. And they're gonna hold up the fetch for as long as possible because that means they get black mana when they need it, which is a good way to play around Rishadan Port. Okay, so they go land go. It's not a time walk, that's good. So they can maybe set up a situation where they like time walk and do some things that way. So we're gonna go crew the copter, attack. Probably going to be discarding this mountain, but we'll see. Ooh, Hellrider's gonna be good. Yeah, I think I still discard the mountain. I could also discard a Braid because it doesn't do very much against them. I'll just do that. And I would like to play around Spell Pierce, so let's do this. Put a stop in their upkeep, tap down the island. Still down to 1 mana. Reanimator of all decks is best against this type of thing happening though. So I want to get in as much like combat damage as possible so I can actually, yeah, Mana Vault is great in this deck because I can Hellrider and still Rishadan Port next turn. And they're getting black mana, so we'll see what they have. Can I draw Strip Mine? No! Come on, man. I haven't seen any of my power. I'm just playing fair cards. Well, I put fair in quotes. Whoa. They must be going for Lion's Eye Diamond? Otherwise they're just dead. Right? That seems... I guess if they missed a land drop, that's not the worst play because it does generate... Like, they go up to 4 mana now. But I'm very curious what's happening. Buried Alive, okay. Well, unless they have like Mox Animate Dead. They've drawn pretty well. Time Walk into Buried Alive most games. But I have also drawn well, so can't complain too much there. I think probably they just decided they needed to hit Buried Alive to have a shot at winning. Man, Strip Mine would have been nice. Let's go Mountain. Hellrider playing around Mana Tithe. Kythian Cruise the Copter. Hit for 8. And that means they're dead to Fiery Confluence if they don't have a swords here. Nice. Let's loot. Ooh, that's a good top deck. Oh my gosh. I can no longer complain about opponent drawing well. Alright, I think they're just dead. Even if they reanimate Elish Norn, not too much can come of it. Tap down their Underground Sea. I think that's game. I respect them though, playing it out. No one taps. GG man, you got it! Good game, Shubin. Very sorry that we had to meet like this, but you stumbled upon one of my better decks ever, so... it's fun though. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against not Forcing Storm. I'm suspicious. I'm going to keep this hand because although we do have more lands than we would like, we have a pretty decent curve and Smuggler's Copter lets us loot away these lands, not be too upset about it. So we'll see. Oh, they're not Forcing Storm. Kythian, okay. I actually might trade Grim Lavamancer with Kythian if they attack. Oh. So playing Mana Vault this turn lets me... No, it's kind of worse. It's kind of worse. Let's just go Grim Lavamancer go. Yeah, I was thinking I could play Mana Vault, and then the following turn play Copter and Containment Priest. Oh, and I could play Grim Lavamancer, because this adds 3 mana for whatever reason. Maybe that would have been better. No attacks, no blocks. I guess this works out just fine, because now I can go Mana Vault into Plains, Smuggler's Copter, Containment Priest. And I'm not going to attack with the Lavamancer, because now I can use this ability off the Smuggler's Copter loot plus Arid Mesa. Mono white, I like it. Ooh, Lingering Souls, okay. Well, Kythian's gonna die, so that's good. This is pretty much not going to go well for the opponent, I don't think. Oh man. Could also just play a Rabble Master, crew the Copter with that, and then save Arid Mesa for like the next turn. That kind of seems better. Let's crew with the Lavamancer, because I don't want to let's crew here. Because they can't like block and kill Smuggler's Copter. The real question is, do we attack with Containment Priest? Putting cards in the graveyard is good for us, and trading with Kythian is also kind of good, so I'm okay with that trade. And like, if they have like Flicker Wisp, Containment Priest could kind of like destroy us. Let's loot away. Oh wow. Yeah, this deck is bananas. I respect the no blocks. When it falls to 14 from that, holy cow. So if they can flash back Lingering Souls, that's kind of a problem. Okay, they can. But they can't make Kythian indestructible. The real question is, do I play around Mana Tithe? They didn't have it before, so I take 1, that's fine. No, I don't think so. And this is just gonna fetch a mountain. Actually, maybe the damage does matter, but it is extra fodder. No, we'll fetch. Grab a mountain, play Hazoret. That's not Mana Tithe. Move to the beginning of combat. I don't really want to attack or block with the Rabble Master, so let's crew here. I'm okay trading away Smuggler's Copter for 3 spirits. That seems like a decent exchange for me, especially because I still get the loot effect off. And we keep back Grim Lavamancer because it represents damage over time. This is turn 4, by the way. Oh, we get to flip Legion's Landing next turn. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, opponent better have like a Wrath of God or something. Okay, game 1 down. So this is where it gets even more disgusting. We have Umezawa's Jita in our sideboard. This also seems like a good Firebolt matchup. Probably not a great matchup for Armageddon or Sulfuric Vortex. On the draw, at least, I could bring that out. Eidolon maybe could be okay. Ooh, I kind of like Lyra Dawnbringer instead of Eidolon. We're gonna go basically like for the Mana Screw game plan rather than the Burn game plan. Because the rest of this deck just seems still ridiculous against them, and Lyra is really nice. Deck is perfect, run it back. I did not actually do that. Oh my god. Is this a turn 2 Lyra Dawnbringer? Oh, that's gross. That's really, really gross. Oh no, they mulled the 5? I'm sorry, opponent. I'm really, really, really sorry. Oh man, that's not nice. Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life, Mox Pearl. Mana Vault, or I can just play Selfless Spirit here. Yeah, and then next turn I can play Mana Vault. This gets like Mana Tithe out of the way in case they have it, because I really want this happening. Look at that armor. Look at this. Oh, it's beautiful, especially against white creature. Oh, opponent. Oh no. I mean, that's why I played it. Don't Thoughtseize. Don't you dare. Don't you dare Thoughtseize me. Mind Twist? For 1? This looks like a Mind Twist for 1. Sure. I accept. They have 2 cards in hand. We have a Lyra Dawnbringer. Ooh, Legion's Landing is good too. So I can't play more than 1 spell here. Let's go ahead and Windswept Heath for a Plains. Then we're going to cast Mana Vault. Then play Lyra. The old turn 2 Lyra Dawnbringer seems good. So even one hit is probably enough to... Wow, I kind of want to leave them with Thalia in play. Say no. Ooh! Ooh, that's good. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, let's attack. Let's abrade Thalia. They can't actually mana tide this. That way I can play Legion's Landing, and then next turn I can play an equip Jite. Seems okay. Because of the way I fetched, I actually don't have double red, which I kind of regret. Because I could have fetched a red source with Arid Mesa when I played Lyra, and used that red to play Mana Vault. So that was kind of a bad sequence. But if they like attack here, they die. Yeah. I don't think there was, not forcing Storm, I don't think there was a sequence of plays you could have done to win this game, and it's not your fault. Except for if you had forced Storm. I will not. That's, yeah. Equip this here. Swing for damage. Kill the first strike. I'm very sorry, opponent. That is just super dirty. We'll see. Like sort of Fire and Ice. Not gonna be fast enough, unfortunately for them. It's also Fire and Ice, which is like the worst sword. Now they actually have to chump block here. Oh wow. Oh man, okay. Yeah, they have to chump block Lyra Dawnbringer, otherwise they die. So I can actually attack with this vampire now. Yeah, that goes up to 7, they die here. Unless they do this. This makes sense. That's their only out. And I'm going to play around a board wipe, I'm just not going to cast Finger of Destiny. I think the only possible thing that wins here is like, they draw Damnation off the top. So we're just not gonna let that happen. I mean, they're probably not playing Wrath in their deck anyway, but it would be sweet. Lingering Souls. GG's. GG's, mate. You don't even know the half of it. I hope I do. We're going into the finals. Sorry, just chatting with opponent. Gonna win the game now here. I'll take 1 off Mana Vault, sure. Hit for 7. Alright, see you guys in the finals. This deck should definitely 3-0. Of decks to expect to 3-0, something with this much interaction and this low of a curve, we can be hopeful. See you guys in the finals. Alright, here for round 3, we're on the play. Poor opponent. Oh, poor opponent. Oh, that's... I don't feel that bad. We're going to probably not fetch off Windswept Heath for a little bit because we can kind of disguise ourselves as mono white. I don't know what value that gets us, but it's better than just giving our opponent information. They kept 7. Acceptable. But they thought about it, which means their hand might not be good, which is also acceptable. So depending on what land they play, I may or may not start Rishid importing them early. If this is mono green, that's kind of rough. Or like a green white deck. Green white is our worst game 1 matchup. Hallowed Fountain though. Mox Diamond. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. Olive Roots. What is going on over there? What the heck? Okay. This feels like a matchup where I want Port, but this also feels like a matchup where I need to develop my board first. So let's just play Selfless Spirit, because if they play like a Planeswalker, I can at least attack it. I don't know. There's no protocol for when your opponent has 3 mana on the first turn. Do you port? Do you not? I don't know. Turns out I was supposed to port. So they have a 2/2. Well, they don't necessarily have a 2/2. Okay, so I can give them a card. I think I would rather give them slow mana rather than a land. Maybe that's not true. We'll just give them a land and just hope they have more lands in hand. Because that way we know we can limit their mana. We can't really interact with Sylvan Caryatid. So let's... This is going to be hard because Karn's at 6. I think I'm going to Rabbleman. Because they don't have a blocker currently and they might next turn. Alright, 17 life. I think we have to attack Karn. That way if they do make a construct, then he dies. Basically, if they do anything other than plus, he dies. And if they do anything other than plus, then they don't get Karn's biggest benefit, which is making a creature. Next turn, we get to go Kythian, play Rishadan Port, Containment Priest, level up figure. And this is what I'm constantly like harping on about why Rishadan Port and those type of things is good, is like when you need a land, it's just a land. It's not like you're paying any cost here, aside from having colorless lands, which, you know, if we draw Hellrider, I guess that's fair. But other than that, Coalition Relic and Llanowar Elves. You can have the elves. Coalition Relic is busted. Okay, so we're definitely bringing in Jite and Lyra Dawnbringer. Maybe Sun Titan, but probably not. Teferi's pretty good. Teferi is pretty good. I don't know what's going on here, but this deck, my opponent's deck is kind of sweet. They might have a like a removal spell. Oh. That's interesting. Let's move to combat and see what happens here. Alright, so this attacks Teferi. These two attack Karn, and these two attack Teferi. This way, if they downtick Teferi, they have to lose him. That seems good. So the most obvious block here is Wall of Roots on Figure of Destiny. Interesting. So right now Karn is dying. They're going to Swords the Rabblemaster, maybe? What just happened? I don't know what's going on, but I'm okay with it. I honestly, do they have Terminus? Like, what? They protected their mana at all costs, which is why I felt necessary to play Hallowed Fountain. I needed to level up Finger of Destiny to make sure Karn died, but now we just play Armageddon and the game is just straight up over. A Wrath doesn't get us because we have Selfless Spirit. So they need like one of the most busted 5-mana plays I've ever seen. Legion's Landing. If I Armageddon, they go down to 3 mana. Then I can flip Kythian. And it doesn't do anything. Basically, I'm just deciding if I want to Armageddon. I think the answer is yes. Okay, they can remand that. But they know what's coming. Swing out for like 1,000,000 damage. Kythian will transform if they block with Llanowar Elves. I don't care about that either. Okay, so let's give Goblin Rabblemaster Indestructible. Not like it matters too much, because we have Selfless Spirit, but I guess like Upheaval could get us or something. This has got to be Upheaval, right? I can't think of another card that does it. But they don't have double blue. That doesn't do it. I mean, it's close. Get a bunch of 1/2s. Okay, we did get punished for not having double red. So we can force the Goblin Rabblemaster block. I can still Armageddon. Right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers. So they at least take 2 down to 3. Do I Armageddon? Because if I draw a single red source, I just have lethal burn. And these goblins are gonna die. Alright, let's just attack with all of them. Right, all these goblins have to attack. Selfless Spirit, Rabblemaster, and Gideon all get in there. Figure of Destiny can be like double blocked. But that's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay. And then we're always 1 red source away from winning anyway. That's why I figured it's better not to Armageddon here. Because they do get pretty good blocks. Now they go token here. and Avenger on Gideon, but then they take 4, go to 1. Deal. Wait, this is a plant? Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, opponent goes to 1. So I can play Legion's Landing, or I can flash in a Containment Priest. I think playing Legion's Landing is just better. They could Crater Hoof me, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Rishadan Port doesn't lock them off of Crater Hoof, so I'm not going to do that. I think it's better just to hold up Containment Priest rather than activate Rishadan Port. Because that way, if they cast Upheaval or something, I can just float mana and cast this. And they need to deal with Selfless Spirit. So in a pinch, this can also give me a flash blocker. Like, there's a lot of things it can do. That remand was really clutch. Okay. We are up 1-0 in the finals. Against green, we get to bring in a lot of good cards. Firebolt, Jite, Dawnbringer, Armageddon maybe could be good. Maybe. They do have a lot of Planeswalkers, so we need like a good board presence. I don't think I need it just yet. And then I need to make a few more cuts. All of these seem good. Rivalman seems good. Is Eidolon good? I guess it like punishes them for playing mana elves, so probably. I have too many good cards and I don't know what to cut. I honestly, like, they're all perfect. What do I get rid of here? Maybe Hazoret because it gets brick walled by green creatures. And they have some planeswalkers that can deal with it. But the other cut is really hard. I'm leaning towards a Danto Vanguard because it's like not that good against green dorks. Containment Priest stops Tooth and Nail and stuff. Maybe I just cut Containment Priest until I see Tooth and Nail and things like that. I could see that. Let's do that. Wow, this seems good. Basically, Jite against the green deck is like already super dirty. We're on the draw, which isn't the best. But we can go like Thraben Inspector, Jite. Or something to that effect. There's Lyra. Not exactly what I wanted to see. I guess I'd rather play Zergo. Just cast him because he hits harder. Hopefully we draw a land. Because just Jite against them, my opponent's deck is kind of lights out. If I can get it down fast enough. Their deck seems like it ramps pretty hard. Yeah, like that. Wasteland doesn't do anything, but it is a land. So we're still just going to play Jite. Go. No attacks. Next turn I can equip Jite and play Lavamancer or Thraben Inspector. And we're going to Windswept Heath to try and get red-white. I don't know. Being on the draw against, like I said, green basically has a bunch of Moxen. Opposition. So they can tap down Zergo. Okay. Windswept Heath. Fetch. I think given that, I'm just going to play Sulfuric Vortex. They're not pressuring me. So let's get down something that pressures them, because opposition is going to become a problem very soon. If I'd equipped Jite, they would just tap Sylvan Caryatid to tap down the Jite equipped creature. So turns out playing Jite was a lot worse. But Vortex might be able to win the game. I just need to hit them for like 1 damage. Oof, Devoted Druid is good. Especially with opposition, that's a pretty sweet combo. Probably going to be going to game 3 here. I don't have any instant speed effects here. Mountain's good. So they can still just tap down Zergo. So let's just play Grim Lavamancer. Hold him back as a blocker. And then I just need to Lavamancer them on upkeep 1 time. Oh, do they have Guy's Cradle or something? Yeah, really hard to opposition down the mono red deck with all 1-drops. But if this is Teferi, then we're in trouble, because they tuck Sulfuric Vortex. Oh, interesting. Can this hit Planeswalkers? I don't know. I don't think it can, but it used to be able to. And that would be pretty nice. We take 2. Wow, they didn't port down anything. Let's go ahead and play Thraben Inspector. He's gonna crack a clue. Arid Mesa. That's actually really good. We can fetch and kill Devoted Druid. This one's going to grab white. This is going to kill you. Sure. So they're going to untap and then tap down my planes, maybe? So I need to tap it for mana in response. Yeah. So now the question is, I guess I play Kythian first, because that's just more pressure. Pass turn. The opponent has 6 mana, but not 7. And we just need to get more cards in our graveyard. I could actually Wasteland myself, if it comes to it, to turn on Grim Lavamancer to, like, finish the rest of the damage. Okay. What do you hit, Mr. Slime? As expected. Well, if they let me untap, we get to play a Lyra Dawnbringer, maybe? Also another card in the graveyard. That's decent. I can't do everything I want. Let's play Legion's Landing. Move to combat. They only have to tap. Oh, attack to fairy, attack to fairy, attack to fairy. That went kind of well. Legion's Landing transforms. Their blocks are weird. Kythian transforms. That's a good play there. It says players can't gain life. So let's activate a Danto. Okay, Gideon. We're going to give Grim Lavamancer Indestructible and untap him. Because that card is kind of the key here. Play Rishadan Port, pass turn. Tap down the island in their upkeep. And at the very least, we can Adanto every turn. We can't gain life, but as long as we can get in one Grim Lavamancer hit, and like, they're kind of torn between playing spells and tapping me down because all of their mana is creature based. So I don't hate our position. Also, them killing Jite, even like they have opposition, so Jite was never going to get in anyway, is pretty good for me. Still upticking with Teferi. Okay, that's a lot of opposition. Elves. Well, they have a lot of interesting tap down decisions to make. That was a good use of mana there. Because they get to untap the lands anyway. If I win this game, I want to be very proud. Because this was a very challenging game. We take 2. They just let us go through? Interesting. What do we do here? I honestly don't know what to do. I can go for a Lyra Dawnbringer, but then I can't Grim Lavamancer? I guess I can if I tap better. 3, 4, 5. Might as well. I know it's just going to get tapped by opposition, but it's worth going for. Okay, so I can Grim Lavamancer their face, but that's not enough because they could just, yeah, let's kill Jiraga Tree Speaker, I guess. This is really hard. I'm down to 8 life. I don't know why it won't let me click the cards in my graveyard. We'll come back whenever this registers. There we go. Took a while. So we kill her. They use her to tap down something. We had red here. I'm glad they're tapping down lands and not creatures. Cast Goblin Guide. So I can either untap Grim Lavamancer or I can force them to tap down one of their creatures. I think I like doing this. Giving him Indestructible also seems pretty good. This says both players cannot gain life. Okay. Yeah, so they can give me no choice in the matter of like attacking or not. And then they can hit me for 3. Maybe I should have... Well, no, because if they hit me for 3, then I have a bunch of things back. I might die to my own Vortex here. That's for sure. This has been a very engaging game. Wow, they didn't even tap down my creatures? Okay, well, the secret play of Wasteland or Rishadan Port to activate Grim Lavamancer is definitely a possibility. Also, we have like a bunch of burn spells we could draw. Hellrider maybe would be okay. They would tap down all of our attackers, but what is this? Please just be like a Consecrated Sphinx. Oh, they might actually have Upheaval. This looks like an Upheaval, but that's... I guess it would be pretty good. They can like play Teferi and stuff. Oh, sure. That's not that bad. Hardcast Inkwell I don't care about. So they have Tinker in their deck. That's what I'm gathering. Actually I do care about that. That is like very much lethal. Ooh. We might be able to get there. We'll see what happens when we cast Hellrider. That just resolved? So I can Wasteland a Danto. I think I have to go for the kill this turn because Inkwell Leviathan can just destroy me. Unfortunately, I can only get one card in my graveyard at a time. Okay, now Grim Lavamancer is alive. So we just hit face. Wait, let's do the math here. They can tap down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think I can kill them, but if they mess up, I can. So they're at 7, they're at 5. They could just tap down a thing, so I think I just make this a creature and then swing out. I think I'm dead. The old hardcast Inkwell Leviathan. Because they could have, on my turn, they could have end of turn tapped on all my creatures. And then when I untap, or when they untap, tapped on all my creatures and just kill me with Inkwell. So we had to go for something. I think now my best bet is hope they don't notice that Sulfuric Vortex will trigger, and so they go to 5. Yep. Whoa! They might die. If they take 1 damage, they die. Wall of Omens, okay. That doesn't do anything. Currently, they're dying. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe the math was correct. Because they're going to die to Vortex on their upkeep. They have 1 card in hand. Okay, I was wondering. Yeah, we did it! I mean, we did it through our opponent misplaying. That was one of the best games I've ever played, honestly. I mean, we had to make our opponent misplay, but like, when that's your only out, then that's your only out. I'm very curious how they thought Hellrider worked. But I also don't know what else they could have done. Let's see, they tapped down this, they tapped down this. No, that would have worked better, because then they would have been at 5. Yeah, if they had just tapped down these 2, they could have survived and killed me. Crazy games. We are on a winning spree right now. Man, that feels good. That's 5 trophies in, what is this, 8 drafts? I think that's, maybe it's 9. That's like 5, that's more than 50% of my drafts I'm trophying. That's decent. That's pretty decent. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. See you guys next time.